My name is Elise Williams. My father died when I was very young, so I didn't even get to go to school, but still I could still read and so a little bit, you know. And my father died when I was only 14 and a half years. My father was Wilson Thomas, and he died when he was 37 years. My mother was Elmina Thomas, and she come from Richland Park.
Okay.
She died when she was 72. She died. And my family name is mostly Richland Park. Well, now most are gone, dead out. So I got plenty family. And then...
So you were born in Richland Park?
No, I born at, well, you know, might know them place, the place named Jackota. That is down yonder. My father, he built a house down there. My barn down there. And then...
Jack Gutter, you say that?
A place named Jackota.
Okay, that's close to Acres?
Yeah, I live in Calder now, yes. And I live here about 40, 50 years now since I live by the spot. Yes.
Okay. What about your brothers and sisters?
Well, I had 4 brothers and 4 sisters, and well, only one died out of them. And their name, you want to know their name?
Yes, please. Thanks.
I am the first one. My name is Elise Williams, and I have a sister named Anita. She married and she named kid Anita Kid, and T. Roy Thomas, and Felix Thomas, and Doreen Williams. She married Williams too. Camille, she died, and then Enos Thomas and Levi Thomas. So those are all my sister and brother them.
Okay.
So.
What about your children?
My children, them, well, me had 5 children, and all of them they overseas. 2 was just say they just gone back this month, so they come to see me. 2 daughter and a granddaughter, and their name is Anesta Games, her name, the first one, and Inez Eastwood, that is her married name then, and Annette Bullock.
What about your immediate family, your uncles and your aunts? You remember their names? On both sides, your mom and dad side.
I can't remember their name now.
What about your grandparents?
My grandparents, well, my father's side, I can't remember his name. He was Lily something, so Lily Thomas, something like that. And my mother, I can't remember the name now. She come from Richland Park, I can't remember her name.
What about on the other side of the family? You remember the grandparents' name there?
You mean my father's
Yes.
Father's side? No, I can't remember.
But did you know where they live? Did they live in Calder, Acres, or close by?
Yes, they did live in Acres over, so yes.
Acres. Any other relatives that you're close to, maybe a cousin or another close relative that you've been getting along with that you want to mention as well?
Can't remember the name, but I grew up with all my families and so. But around him, you know, had none really family, only neighbors, you know, good neighbors and so.
Did your parents or your grandparents ever tell you that their foreparents came from India? You got any stories about that?
No.
They didn't pass on down any of that information. Okay. So besides your grandparents, you don't know much before that? They didn't mention anything about who came before that?
No, I don't remember.
What about life in earlier times when you were growing up? Some of the things you remember when you were a little girl into your teenage years and now as an adult? Tell me some of the things that you remember from those days.
I used to go with my daddy, look after cattle thing.
You could tell me some of those stories too, no problem. You could share those.
I used to go with him, but he used to milk the cattle and give me the milk to bring up, and he sometimes I had to go with him to cut grass and so. You know, them days the children have to do a lot and then come back. So that's why I didn't get to go to school, because he had to stay in the land to walk. And then when I go to school now, I come back to carry his lunch. Then me only half the school. And me used to go to school, a private school, they used to pay penny a week. Sometimes when I pass up to that end when I go in town, and I see the building, I just remember I used to go to school. An old building when you're going up on this road up. So.
Up in Carlet?
Yes.
Okay.
Up when you're going up.
Belmont. Okay.
Yes. The old building is still there, yeah. So when and you have to walk from there and come down and walk acres, so much I was walking, and then I had to go carry my father lunch at Argyle. So by the time I come up back now, we don't make me can't get to go back to school. So that's why I didn't get a lot of education. But praise God, I could still read my Bible and do everything, Yes, I practice by going to church and so, and practice and so on.
Okay.
All right.
So when you grew up, you had a lot of time in the land with the
Not
parents?
my father,
Okay.
yes, with my
Helping
father.
your father out?
Helping my father out, yes.
Okay. How would you say life is different now from what you see compared to when you were growing up?
Well, I think life is easier now. I feel so for the children them. Because children these days, some of them never even get up in time to go to school. So we know we have to do so much work before we go to school. We have to go with water in a bucket,
So life is easier for the children now?
Now it's plenty easier.
Yeah, you don't have to have water on your head anymore.
No.
And buckets of water.
You go in the kitchen water there, you go outside water there, so...
And you don't have to go to the river to bathe.
No.
All that.
No. And wash
on your hand.
It's true. It's true.
Or dig potato before you go to school.
And now we have to wash with hand. But now we have machine, you just put all in there and
Everything
wash. So, praise God. You have to jog the wood on your head. Yes, I jog wood on my head. Since I live here, I jog wood on my head because I didn't have stove, and then till I managed to buy stove. So it was really harder days. So the children in these days is so happy because everything they get.
Anything special you remember about growing up? Any treasured memories? Any special times you wish to talk about?
Growing up in a poor home, in a small. The first time when I just get married, I married when I was 15 years old. And when I first get married, it's in a little wattle house I live. In a little house over there. So I lived there for a long time and then come back and we start this one. And then my husband go away and then we try to finish it and that's it. So.
Okay, what was your husband's name though?
Williams.
Williams.
He died 7 years now.
So you were both living here until before he passed?
Yes. He died. He did 7 years because in August it was 7 years since he died.
So you were married from since you were 15, and how old he was? You remember?
When he died?
No, when you and him got married, he was about how old?
He was only 16. 16 and 17, something like that.
So you would have been married for well over 60 plus years?
Yes.
When he passed away?
Yes.
That's a very long time.
Yes. We live a good life and a long life together.
If you were to change anything in your lifetime, when you look back and see all that you did and some of the things some of the persons you had around you and life in general, anything you would have liked to do differently or change?
I think so. I feel so.
So you feel as though you lived your life to the fullest?
Yes.
And you enjoyed every bit of it? Fulfilling life?
Mm-hmm.
As a country on a whole, looking at St. Vincent and the Grenadines, if you had a chance to change anything around you, the way we live, the way we get along, the way we relate to each other, what would that be?
I not really have nothing that me feel could change because can't change your neighbors them and me live good with them, and then me feel happy just like how me is. Me just pray to God that He go keep me and guide me and protect me, comfort me and strengthen me when the night come. Me want sleep and morning me get up when me feel like get up, and that's it,
And you have good neighbors that look out for you, said?
Yes, well, anything happen, we could call them and then come and help. But I must all time say God is my help in everything. In everything, God is my help.
Okay.
So,
You ever heard about the SVG Indian Heritage Foundation?
yes, I heard about it. My daughter and my son-in-law, they used to attend that, something like that in town. They used to have something like that in town.
Yes, and in
Yes.
Argyle and other places.
Yes,
So,
well, them used to go, and so I go one time at Argyle.
And how was that?
It was good. It was good.
You got to see some of the dancing and the cultural pieces.
No,
and
I didn't see that.
You didn't see the dancing.
I didn't see that. Yes.
In terms of the organization itself, what would you like to see the organization do? The fact that we represent the people of Indian descent who live in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, what do you think we can do to deepen the relationship with the people and to reach out and make connections on behalf of the people?
I don't see nothing else I could do. Well, I don't got no knowledge of that, you see. I find everything is going all right. I don't know.
So anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up? Any stories you want to tell us that we didn't get before?
Mm-mm.
So you enjoyed the little conversation we had?
Oh, yes. Oh,
Alright,
yes.
you enjoyed sharing it?
Yes.
Alright, so what we want to do now is what we recorded here with you.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to prepare it so that you could share with others so they can hear about your,
Yes,
your life growing up and
Yes.
stuff. So that's okay with you? All of this will come in to help others to understand
Yes.
how connected we all are, how all the families are related and
Yes,
stuff. So
yes,
we appreciate you
Yes, thank you.
taking time to chat with us.
Thank you.
Okay?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.